Hey, hey, hey! I hope you're thriving on this Thursday. It's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah, and I am back with more hot leads. I told y'all I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I'm making up for lost time. I told y'all last week I had that tickle in my throat. It turned into, the whole thing. And I'm doing a whole lot better now, just a little honk and a click here and there, but I'm good. So let's go ahead and jump on in. But you guys know, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. I've got a lot on the way. Y'all don't want to miss out. So lock it on in. And on that note, you're ready to jump in. All right, so jumping on in, okay, I have a couple of US wide hot leads, and then I'm gonna make my way around the US. I have a few leads that are location specific, what y'all have been requesting, and I love sharing those leads. So if there's something you want to see, leave a comment. I read all my comments and I try and get y'all exactly what y'all are looking for. Now, jumping on in here, the first company that I want to spotlight is Mass Mutual. And this is a major insurance company. They are celebrating 175 years. Whoa. How are you celebrating 175 years in business? Well, Mass Mutual is, and you can see they've been around since 1851. That is old money, okay? That's ancient money. It's got dust on it, okay? So great rating. We love it. Now, to navigate to their careers, we can just scroll down to the bottom and we'll see where it says careers. And then we'll hit the search jobs button. And then from here, we can search for what we want. You can search by category, your state. I'm going to get into a lead that is available US wide. So jumping on in, this is for Mass Mutual's customer care specialist position. This is available US wide, and they give us all of the details. Now, I have been telling y'all that this is a great time of year to get hired. You're going to see a lot of great opportunities because companies are doing their last big push before the end of the year. You're going to see a lot of seasonal and temp roles, and it's just a great time. I'm telling y'all, all right? And look at this. All right, this week, this entire week, I've been sharing leads that fit exactly what I've been telling y'all. And look, this is going to start October 5th and it's going to run through December. This fits into the bucket of these companies are doing their last big push for the end of the year. So don't sit around. Make sure you're actively seeking and applying because it is August. It's like, the beginning of August, moving towards mid-August, and they're already prepping for October through December. So, anywho, they let us know that this is a remote opportunity unless you live within 50 miles of their Springfield Mass Mutual office. And in that case, you're working hybrid. But for everyone else, you're working Monday through Friday, no weekends, you get to keep it. They're hooking you up with this salary, and you also can get bonuses, and they give you great benefit. So this is a great beginner friendly role. And they're just looking for 1 year of customer service experience, a high school diploma, and you just got to be able to pass that background check. So if you have these ideal things, that really gives you a leg up, but these are the minimum qualifications, so it doesn't really get more beginner friendly than that unless they said zero, okay? And so what you're going to do is you are going to be a service center specialist, and you are going to provide high quality service to our career agency system via our 800 number phone lines. So this team assists callers in providing support for information regarding inquiries, service requests, and problem resolution. Information and service provided by this team is accurate and time sensitive, with an emphasis on knowledge, accommodation, attitudes, and behaviors that support the needs of our career agents. So you're going to be talking to their, agents and helping them with, whatever needs they have. So you're going to be the primary contact with registered representatives representatives. You're going to conduct research and work with appropriate resources, consult with appropriate resources, provide professional, accurate, prompt service to registered representatives and customers, offering respect, courtesy, and a sense of urgency at all times, establish rapport, become a subject matter expert, and foster an atmosphere where differing ideas and opinions are welcome. So, this is a great insurance opportunity. You can't be allergic to a phone, but I'm telling y'all, getting your foot in the door with insurance is amazing. I am so thankful that straight out of college, the first job that I ever had using my degree was in commercial insurance. And I've been dabbling back and forth, y'all. When I'm not on the internet, I be doing my thing, okay? I've got irons in the fire, okay? So I'm telling you, insurance is great. If you don't believe me, ask somebody. There's a lot of room for growth, movement, all of that. So if you like this lead, then I would put my best foot forward using the remote resume builder software. And we've got AI in the software. And our AI is powered by Claude. That is the best in the business for this type of task. So what you will do is you'll just choose your ATS optimized template. You'll make it true to you, customize it with your information. And then when you are ready to really dial in your resume, you'll just go to the top right here and select that AI button, copy and paste the job description into that space, and hit get suggestions. And the software is going to let you know if you are a good fit, and then it's going to give you copy and pastable things so that you are a good fit. And it's going to explain to you why you're putting those things there so that you understand how it plays a role in your resume, which is how you ultimately land that interview. So I am telling y'all, this is a game changer. People are getting hired, and that could be you. And these resources exist because they solve a problem. I'm on video something thousand, okay? I've been doing this. And I've been doing my thing, y'all. All right. And I'm telling y'all, these resumes, the AI, all of that, they really work. So if I were putting my best foot forward, I would use that insurance customer service template and build from there. And you can try it out for just $1 during our 7-day try before you buy trial. After that, it's only $37 per month to get the AI, all the templates, make unlimited resumes and cover letters. Come on now. Link is in the description box. Let's move it along. So next up is a company called Premera, and this is Premera Blue Cross. They are part of a major group of companies. So under the, Premera or Blue Cross Blue Shield umbrella, I'm not really sure what the parent company's name is. It's just all the same thing to me. They have their own individual careers pages for different locations. And so I'll show you guys that in another video, maybe tomorrow's video, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into today's lead. And if you want to check out this Premera website, they are Premera Blue Cross, and you can see them on Glassdoor, large company, and they've been around for a long time. And so I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom, and from here select careers, and I'm going to hit this join our team button, and I'm going to get into today's lead. So jumping on in, this is for their FEP customer service representative position. And this opportunity is limited. So kind of like AAA, if you guys caught my video earlier this week, AAA has a lot of different clubs and they are state specific. Same deal with Premera. They're not clubs, but they're just like different Premera companies under the umbrella, because you've got, Premera or Blue Cross Blue Shield Georgia and, Florida and, the other places. So anyway, this one is hiring for Eastern Washington, Idaho, Oregon, Montana, Utah, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and Arizona. So this is, going to hire in a lot of places. Not all, but a good amount. And I also want to point out, I saw several comments saying, they're struggling to find leads in Washington, Washington doesn't get left out like that. Not like New York and Cali. And so they are hiring in Eastern Washington. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to be a customer service representative too, and you're going to play an essential role in ensuring that the members and providers that Primera serve are provided with a first call resolution. Through applying Primera's core values and competencies, the CSR2 provides inbound and outbound customer service support while ensuring delivery of accurate, complete, and timely information. And so this is a Monday through Friday role, and your shift is going to fall somewhere between 5 a.m. and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in Georgia, you just got to adjust that. And then you're going to get 12 weeks of virtual training. You're going to, get great benefits. And they're going to also give you a pre-tax allotment towards your home office furniture. So they're going to, hook you up with basically like a stipend to help you get your home office set up. So that's like providing equipment. So that's awesome. This is amazing, you guys. And you can't be allergic to a phone. You need a high school diploma, 2 years of customer service experience, and 2 years of college coursework, or 3 years of work experience in customer service. So if you didn't do your associates or bachelor's, as long as you've been working in customer service for 3 years, that will suffice. So if you like this, and I think this one is nice, I would put my best foot forward using the healthcare call center template. This one is perfect for this role. And remember, all you gotta do is go to that job description, you copy and you paste it into the software. So when you're in the software, you just choose your template, and remember, you click that AI button right here. This is gonna pop open. You paste that job description and hit get suggestions. And that is how the software is going to help you customize using AI. So now let's move it along. So next up is another healthcare company called Motive Care, and they specialize in non-emergency medical transport as well as in-home personal care and monitoring. And I have shared this company many times. They don't have the greatest rating, but they do have a lot of opportunities that fit with what y'all are looking for. And a lot of times they're beginner friendly. So this could be a stepping stone. A lot of people work here, 10,000 plus people, and you could use it to, further your career, but it might not be the place that you land on and stay at. And that is okay. You're allowed to move around. Now, to navigate to their careers, you can just scroll down to the bottom and select careers. And then from here, you can hit apply now. And then now you are able to see what they have available. I'm going to get into the lead. So this one is for all of my HR lovers out there, okay? That's a very popular request on this channel. Now, Motive Care is hiring for a talent acquisition specialist one position, and the only thing you need is a bachelor's degree. They literally tell us 0 years of experience. So the thing that gets you through the door is that bachelor's degree. And for all y'all who are like, I don't need no education, I don't need to learn. Yes, you do. We all need to learn. We all need to be lifelong learners. And there are companies where, hey, you got that bachelor's degree, you can play ball. So this is one of those companies, and there are many more like that, just letting y'all know. So they mention that in this role, you're going to utilize various channels, including job boards, social media, and networking to identify potential candidates. You're going to build and maintain a pipeline of qualified candidates for current and future hiring needs, conduct initial candidate screenings. You're going to coordinate and schedule interviews and, provide timely feedback to candidates and all of that good stuff. So if you're someone interested in recruiting, you love, people, and you like, just career and growth and all of that, this one is for you. And I absolutely would put my best foot forward using the software, and we have an HR template in the software that you can build on. And remember, you just copy and paste that job description, put it into the AI, and it is going to give you ways to customize. So you don't even need someone to do your resume for you. You and the AI can do your resume. So try out the software, and now let's move on to the next hot lead. All right, so the next company that I want to spotlight is another healthcare company. Now, I told y'all a little while ago, we're going to have to talk about, what's going on with the trends in hiring and stuff. And one thing that I saw in the news was that healthcare has been solid. And I already knew that because one of y'all's critiques is, Delilah, you sure share a lot of healthcare companies. And it's just the nature of healthcare. Like, they have a lot of remote opportunities that fit with what y'all need and what y'all are looking for, beginner friendly. So I been knew that. I didn't need the news to tell me. But yeah, we'll talk about it, okay? And so anyway, Prime Therapeutics, they are, in healthcare. You can go to their Glassdoor. They've got a pretty good rating. And this is also a large company based out of Minnesota. Now, to navigate to their careers, we can just scroll down to the bottom and select careers. And then from here, we can hit no thanks. And we can see this button and click it, and it's going to take us to their open positions. I'm going to get into a lead. Now, this is another HR position. This one is not for brand new people, but piggybacking off of that last role, I know a lot of people are interested in HR related positions. This one is asking for 2 years of experience. So they want you to have a bachelor's degree in human resources or business admin or something related, and they want you to have 2 years of work experience in HR, which is quite a few of y'all. And so they're looking for someone who can be their HR business partner, and you're going to be responsible for providing tactical human resources support to Prime's employees, supervisors, and managers. And you're going to be responsible for the first line point of contact to support the delivery of human resources solutions by partnering with all functions within human resources. So that's what you're going to do. It's still, within the world of beginner friendly, 2 years of experience. Hey, this is a good one. And if you like it, then I would definitely use that HR template. It'll be different for this role versus the last role. And you can use the software to help you customize. You literally just copy the job description, click that AI button, and paste it in that window and hit that get suggestions button. And the software is going to literally give you what to copy and paste into your resume. It'll look just like this. So now let's move on to the final hot lead. So last but certainly not least is a very limited lead. This one comes from Kaiser Permanente. There's a Kaiser Permanente office right up the road from me, okay? So this is a company that I am familiar with, and I used to have Kaiser Permanente. Now, if you're not familiar with them, they are a healthcare organization, and they have this helpful map to let us know where they're at. So they're not all over. So you may have never heard of them because they're not in a whole lot of places. I'm actually a little bit surprised. Now, if you want to learn more about them, you can go to their Glassdoor, and you can also check them out on their website. I'm just going to go ahead and go to their careers, which at the top they have a button, and in that drop down, and then I'm going to click all business careers. And so this is going to take you to the same place all those other buttons take you. I always just leave it blank and hit search, because then it opens in another window that I prefer to do my searching from. And under work setting, I can select remote. So I'm going to get into a lead that's only for folks in Washington. So this one's for you, Washington folks. I told y'all I read my comments, and I had several people say I need help for, leads in Washington. Well, here y'all go, okay? Make sure you leave a comment with your request. I read them and I fulfill them. Now, this is for a contact center specialist 1 position, and they let us know that you are going to be in a contact center environment, and you're going to be, talking on the phone. And, it's a healthcare organization. So you're going to be talking, on the phone in reference to people's questions about, anything related to their Kaiser Permanente healthcare. And so you need a high school diploma or a minimum of 1 year experience working and you just need to be able to do data entry, use a computer, Microsoft Office, and they tell us the schedule. It's a Monday through Friday full-time role, and you get to keep your weekend. So it's an 8 to 5 position, and they give us the details here. So, y'all, if you're in Washington, definitely get your application in because this is a really good one. And I will also point out, because I always try to, give y'all tips for your job search. When you are finding leads, there are going to be locations on those leads, and you really want to pay attention to them. If you're in Georgia, for example, you have a lot less competition for remote opportunities that are only available for folks in Georgia versus that first lead that I shared that's US wide. So, a major tip for y'all, if you've been struggling to find something, look for remote within your state. If you live in a major city like I do, like Atlanta, you can look for something as specific as it's remote 50 miles away from Atlanta. Okay, so you can actually tailor your remote search for, your location, and that weeds out a lot of competition. Just like this position, only folks in Washington can apply. So you've got, 49 states that can't apply to this. You're working with a whole lot smaller competition pool. So just a tip here. All right. So put your best foot forward, use the software. I would put my application in using that healthcare call center template. No two resumes look the same. And I would, let the AI do its thing and help me out. So try out the software. Link is in the description box below. It's $1 during the 1 week trial. Do yourself a favor and use your resources. Don't talk about you're struggling, but you haven't tried the different things. If you're not getting the results doing what you're doing, try something else. And I'm telling you guys, we make these resources because we want y'all to win, and these resources work. Next up on the resources list is Extra Leads Club. Save time and get results. We add 40 of the hottest leads every single weekday to Extra Leads Club. All of these leads that I shared today and all the leads I always share are featured in Extra Leads Club. So if you're like, I love the jobs you share on your channel, Delilah, there are even more in Extra Leads Club. It's $10 a month. Use it with the software. It's only $1 during the 1 week trial. Try it out too. Link is in the description box. And last but certainly not least is my website, remoteworklife.co. We have a free resource called the Mega List of Jobs. There are so many companies on this mega list. We are always updating it. And I'm telling y'all, you can search this mega list for what you want. Let's say you're interested in healthcare. You can type in health, medical, whatever kind of position you're interested in, and you can see we've got so many companies on here that will hire you to work from home in that industry or that role. So check out my website, join Extra Leads Club, and get your application in using the remote resume builder software, and make sure you try out the AI feature. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope this has been helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.